Hey YouTube! Everybody is stuck in quarantine right now because of the COVID-19 outbreak. And over the last few weeks, I can honestly say that my fish tanks have never looked better because of all the time I've been spending with them. And I also realized I'm extremely overdue for an update video. Last time you guys saw Jack was probably about a year ago. A little more than a year ago. As you can see, I moved him into a much larger tank. He's now got this 65-gallon. Still a bunch of dither fish in the tank. They're more or less a cleanup crew for him. And his Chinese algae eater is still in there somewhere as well. We named it Dogfish because it's Jack's pet. On this tank, I am now running two aqua clears. One is a 110, the other is a 70. I'd rather have overfiltration than not enough. And the beauty of it is that the aqua clears run pretty quiet, and the flow output on them also works as a circulator. So I've got the 110 on the left side of your screen there. I've got the 70 in the back right corner. So there's a really nice flow going through this tank. I've already put this hardscape through a couple of different changes since I've had it. And I'm kind of happy with this right now, at least. Not a lot of high-end plants in here, just kind of letting it do its thing. Some of them got leggy, a little bit of melt. They're newer plants that I had put in about a month ago, so we'll see how they do. Yeah, thought I'd give you guys an update. Jack has probably put on another inch in the last year. He eats every single day, either raw shrimp or crayfish. So, oh yeah, there's an update I could do. The crayfish breeding plan that I had has worked out great, actually. So I can't feed him a crayfish every single day. I try to give him one every third day. I did feed him live for a while, but now I just freeze them. Just works out. Once the crayfish hit a certain size, I pop them in the freezer, and that way they're always ready versus having to try to catch them out at the end of the night. Come see what I got you. Yeah. Oh, I know. Okay. I'm gonna give the ditherfish a snack. Call it surf and turf. Freeze-dried bloodworms and mysis shrimp. But I don't know about you guys, but whenever I buy the whole freeze-dried critters, they're just too big to give to some of these smaller fish. So I actually have repurposed a pepper grinder. And it's awesome. And I don't have to break them up with my hands. Stays dry in the container. Jack is perched on his big rock there. How about I feed him for you guys? See if he'll come up. Come on, bud. Here. You're welcome. It's a chunk of shrimp. Surprised he did that. Oh, he's gonna make me move that thing over, isn't he? He's not a fan of the camera. You can see Fish Dog there, wondering where his scraps are. I do also have several other feeding videos I can probably plug into this, or maybe I'll film a separate video for you guys to watch. It's just a montage of feedings for him. Looks like Dogfish found the leftovers. Also in the past year, pretty sure we figured out that we can confirm that Jack is a male. Every 2 months or so, he blows out a nest, or what looks like a spawning site, basically. He'll blow all the sand away, literally blowing the sand away from the bottom of the tank or from that piece of slate that is at the base of the driftwood. And then he'll just plop down in it. And he'll sit there for like a week and a half. And he gets super grumpy. His pattern changes to a more aggressive color pattern and doesn't always want to eat. He won't let any of the ditherfish near his little nest. And there he sits, just waiting for a pretty lady to swim by, but one never does. So can't blame him too much for being grumpy about it. I will fill that nest in right around a week and a half, just because he will continue to sulk, and it's pretty depressing to watch. I have tried to find him a female. I have been trying to find another ABI altogether, whether male or female, just any ABI, for the last year and a half, and have come up empty-handed. I have gone to all my local fish stores. I've tried to order online. There aren't any. There's none that I can get a hold of, unfortunately, at this time. Now, I did get a hold of one gal on Facebook in a puffer group who does have an ABI, and she shared her pictures and her stories and all that with me. We had a nice conversation, just swapping different behavior and info that we had learned. And hers, even though she calls it a he, I'm pretty sure she has a female. And the reason being is that even though Jack and her puffer are roughly the same length, her puffer is significantly wider, almost what appeared to me to be gravid. Now, I could be wrong, but they don't overfeed their puffer, and I don't underfeed mine. So if they're eating relatively the same amount of quantities on the same schedule, there's no reason for one to get that much bigger than the other. And I think it's fair to say that Jack is a pretty healthy size. Also, in addition to the difference in like the body form, her ABI has a slightly different color pattern. It's just a little off. The head shape is also slightly different. It's still an ABI. It's definitely still an ABI, but the color pattern, it's almost like the colors are inverted compared to what Jack has. And the skull structure on hers just seemed different. Also, she experienced none of that nesting behavior. None of it at all. So I thought that was really interesting to learn. What are you doing? Come out and be social. Grumpy potato fish. Well, as far as updates go, that's pretty much it. Jack's been upgraded to the 65-gallon tank from the 20-gallon hex that he was in the first video. Pretty sure he's a boy due to the spawning behavior that we've seen. Still can't find him a girl, even though we've reached out all over the place trying to get a lead there, but unfortunately have come up empty-handed. And the crayfish farm that I was attempting to establish a year ago has been very successful. So thank you for watching, and if you didn't already subscribe, please do so if you want any updates in the future. And for those of you that already did subscribe due to the first video, thank you. Please comment below if you have any of your own stories or information on your ABI, your Black River Puffer that you'd like to share. I'd love to talk to you. In the meantime, everybody stay safe, stay healthy, take care, and talk to you later.